Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You remember me? You remember me? We're going to 54 right here. We're going to 54, going to 54 right here. We're going to 52. We're going to 54 right here. We're going to 54, going to 54 right here. Check 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And an alley to run. They give him a gain of 38.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Let's go, let's go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. We're going to 52. We're going to 54 right here. Undercut. Kill. Check 96.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop. Kill. We're going to 54, going to 54 right here. Check 4.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
First down.
Here we go. Against the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. We're going to 52. We're going to 54 right here. Check 26.
The first down carry by Elliott. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
We're going to 54 right here. We're going to 54 right here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
We're going to 52. We're going to 54 right here. We got double up. Check. Crunch.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Prescott to throw this time. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Christian Covington never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Alert.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman with it faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On second down, it's Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Check. Watch 54. So we got me.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Earlier, we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
16 yards, a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here we go, 46. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Go, get out there. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Watch one. Kill. We're going to 54. Why in? Yeah, Mike. Let's go, baby. These turnovers. Get that ball. 58, right over there. Yeah.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for. And that time it costs them.
Here we go. Then we're going to 53. Switch. Quick dash. Kill. We're going to 54. Right here. Safety's creeping. On me.
3rd and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
6-yard return after a punt of 48, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Antoine Woods never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cooper. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Trubisky to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you go on the field, but okay, I see you. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 1st down, Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check. Hey, kill. 47.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. We're going to 54 right here. 58, come on. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game.
Go! 180! Mike 5-4. Come to my work. We won!
Now it's Trubisky. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen,